Hi, this is Robert Stinnett. I want to talk to you today about one of the utility features of the Windows Phone website, which is the My Phone section. So let's go ahead and jump right on in and show you how this works along with your Windows Phone 7 or Windows Phone 7.5 Mango device. So to get to it, you get to it simply going to windowsphone.com. Of course, I already have it open here. Now, you will have to sign in with your Windows Live account. In my case, I'm already signed in, as you can see up here in the upper right-hand corner. And once we get to the site, of course, once you know it, things tend to slow down every time you want to do a recording. You can click on My Phone, which is one of your options. And when you do this, it's going to take you to a page that's customized for your Windows Phone. You can see here it tells you some information about your phone, such as the type, the number, the carrier, even has a nice picture. In my case, the Samsung Focus. You can see some of the your SkyDrive synchronized photos that you shared from your phone. A little information about your Xbox Live account, in case if you use that. Office, you can get your Office documents, which with Windows Phone 7.5, now you can synchronize not just your OneNote documents, but all your Office documents, which is really nice, especially if you're someone like me and constantly on the go. But the feature I want to focus on most right now is to find, ring, lock, and erase your phone. So let's go ahead and click on that. When we click on this, you can see a few things here. First of all, it's going to show you a map of approximately where your phone's located at. Now, I happen to live in a small rural town called Boonville, Missouri, and I happen to overlook the Missouri River. And since I'm currently here at home, it's showing an approximate location of where it thinks the phone is. Now, the good thing is, I should say before we get to the good things, but how this works is that every so often, your Windows Phone basically phones home, and it tells it where it's at. Now, this is a feature you can turn on or off from your Windows Phone, but it is really handy. Not only if you lose your phone, but if you're like me and you tend to lay your phone somewhere in the house, you can't remember where you put it, it's great for being able to go to the website, go to My Phone, tell it to ring the phone, and you can find, that you left it inside the refrigerator. So let's try a few of these functions out. Now, of course, since it only updates every few hours, it could be that when you go here, you're seeing some outdated information. Now, in this case, this is correct, but you can hit the refresh button. You'll see down here at the bottom this little taskbar. What it's doing here is it's trying to find the phone right now, so it's sort of on-demand find. Now, of course, this assumes that the phone is powered on and accepting incoming text messages and whatnot. So it takes a few minutes for it to think about it. Now, there can be a few occasions where it can't find the phone, maybe because it's turned off, maybe because cell phone coverage is limited. As you can see here, it did relocate the phone, which is in the exact same place it was before, so the map didn't update. However, I do want to show you, if we jump over to my Windows Live Hotmail account. Now, earlier, I had actually turned my phone off, and I tried to find it. So let's say, for example, you lose your phone, or worse yet, it gets stolen. And when you try to find it, well, maybe the battery has died, maybe the person that decided to borrow it without your permission turned it off. My phone will actually keep trying to find the phone for you, and when it does, it'll actually send you an email with a map of where it found the phone at. So this is real handy. I've used this once before when I was at a conference, and I accidentally left my phone in one of the conference rooms, and for some reason someone had kindly enough, or I shouldn't say some reason, someone kindly enough turned it in. Unfortunately, they turned it off. Well, at the end of the conference, they were trying to figure out whose it was, and they turned it back on, and of course, it sent me an email. So it was a great handy feature, to help it keep trying to track that phone until it can find it. So let's jump back over to the My Phone website and look at a few other things. So we found the phone, so we know it's here. I know it's somewhere in the house. Problem is, I'm kind of forgetful. And I was in the kitchen or downstairs, and I just don't know where that phone is. And boy, I sure got to get to work. So here's something I use, I hate to admit it, quite often, is I can actually have the phone ring so I can find it. So if I click on the ring button, you'll see down again, trying to ring your phone. And here in a second, and you will see, as I hold my focus up for you, it's got a special ringtone it's using. Now this works even if the phone is on silent mode, which my phone is. I'm going to go ahead and press the button to stop the ringing. So this is great. Even if it's on silent or vibrate mode, it will still use a special ringtone so you can find out where it's at. So now I found it. Luckily it was right here beside me and not in the refrigerator. But say for some reason we didn't misplace the phone, or perhaps we did, or even worse yet, someone took the phone without our permission. Well, now we can go to lock mode. And what we can do is we can type a custom message to be displayed on the phone. So I can say, "Help, I'm lost. Please return me to my owner. He can be reached at 555-555-5555. You know, that popular phone number. And at this point, you can enter a 4-digit PIN to lock it. So even if whoever does happen to have the phone, tries to ignore your message without the PIN number, they won't be able to do much. And I can tell either to just lock it or ring and lock it. So in this case, we'll go ahead and say ring and lock. We'll click our button again. And now it's going to tell us locking our phone. And here in a second, we'll hear the phone ring again. Oh. And now, here we are again. I'm going to unplug it temporarily. And I'm going to hit the button to actually stop it. Now, you'll notice one thing's happening here. It's not stopping when I hit the button this time. And I can fool around. I'm going to hold this up. I'm not sure I can see it. There's my message. A little sad face as well. Now, of course, it says here, to stop this, I can just enter our PIN number. And now we're unlocked. Unfortunately, see, we got an error message here saying, "Sorry, we couldn't lock your phone. Try again later." Sometimes a website, it's got a few bugs to it, but hey, for the most part, it works well. Now, I will say, even when the phone is locked, you can still, with that PIN number, you can still, if for whatever reason somebody would need to, they can still make emergency calls on it. So to emergency service providers in the area. So, we found the phone, we've locked it, and recovered it again, so lucky us. So, but, the worst thing could happen is, that phone is lost. Unfortunately, we have sent a ringtone to it. How's that? We've locked the phone, but we still can't find it. Well, now we have a third option. I can erase it, basically reset the factory defaults here. Now, I'm not actually going to do this because I actually do still use my Samsung Focus and enjoy it very much. But this will return it to its factory state. So we can get all of our personally identifiable information off there. Now this is also handy, so if you should decide to upgrade your phone. So, say you've enjoyed your Samsung Focus, but the new Nokia 800 was announced today, and it sure looks nice. So you may decide that, hey, you want a newer Windows phone. This is a great way if you decide to sell it or give it away to maybe a family member or a friend or coworker, to go ahead and erase it, get all your data off there, and hand it over so they can enjoy a Windows phone. So I hope this information has been helpful, especially for those of you who use Windows phones, and maybe for those of you who don't, perhaps this is something that might entice you to give it a try. And I really do encourage you to give Windows Phone a try. I say give 30 minutes. Go to a store that has the actual phones, not just a display model that you can actually use. Most AT&T stores have that, so you can actually hold it, touch it, use it. Find a friend, try it out. I say with 30 minutes, most people are hooked. and it really is a great platform. I enjoy it very much, and you know, with this Windows 7.5 Mango update, you know, I say the best just got better. I hope you enjoyed this little tutorial about the Windows Phone My Phone website. I'm Robert Stinnett, and I look forward to bringing you more of these videos. Thanks.